Senator Ron Wyden has introduced legislation that would completely overhaul the Supreme Court and make it easier for presidents of either party to get appointees to the court and create a more fair and balanced court. Wow. Take off on this one.
Yeah, Ron Wyden, knowing, by the way, that it has no chance of passing.
It's dead on arrival. I mean,
but it's, for the most part, most of it is a good piece of legislation.
I agree.
So, and Wyden's been great, and he is often overlooked when we talk about who's good in the Senate and not. But so he puts forth this legislation. He says, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're building off our plan from a year and a half ago to have every president in their first year and third year appoint a new justice to the Supreme Court. But he takes it one step further, and there's many other things, and he says we're going to expand that court to 15 people. And that, of course, is where you're going to run into so many roadblocks, because every other part of this is actually really amazing.
It is. I love the ethics requirement. I love the reporting requirement. I love the transparency requirement.
Letting the justices vote to have another justice recuse themselves.
Think about this, okay? During the Warren Court, I don't think you were born during the Warren Court, okay? I remember the Warren Court, and that's where the Warren Court, the most liberal court that's ever been in the United States, I felt was the best Supreme Court we've had in my lifetime. And what you had is they gave us civil rights. They made decisions on civil rights. They made decisions on searches and seizures that were great. They made decisions on free speech that were perfect. They made decisions on gender rights that were perfect. And all these were pro for everything I'm talking about. They supported these things. School busing. They gave us school busing. They gave us ways that we had to tamper down on how we go about the death penalty. This was a great court, okay? Now, what if the Republicans had said, we don't like all that? What if the right-wingers had said, we don't think it's an affirmative action, that the Supreme Court ought to be an affirmative action? That's not good for us. We're good old boys down here in Mississippi. We don't like that. What if we had tampered with the Warren Court? What then? We would have had no change. These are substantial changes. These move society ahead in a major leap in everything here, whether it's criminal justice, civil rights, gender rights, free speech, name it. It was a wonderful court. And what if these jerk legs, like we're hearing here, had said, we got to change this court. We got to change the court, because they could have done it. They could have done it during the Reagan years.
Yeah.
They could have pulled this off in the Reagan years. But what if that had happened?
Well, exactly. And I think that's probably the best example here, is that if the Democrats come along and expand that court, whether you're putting 2 new justices on there or 6, Republicans will eventually come back to power. I mean, they could come back to power in a few months.
Of course.
So they'll just say, okay, you put 6 on there, we're adding 9 more.
Yeah,
and then the Democrats will say, all right, next time we're trying 20 more, until everybody in the country is a Supreme Court justice.
It is childlike thinking.
But the rest of his reforms are great, and we need these.
I agree with you. But to put those, everything else looked good to me.
Right, and that's the problem. Is you start with the worst part that's going to lead to the retaliation.
It's going to destroy any possibility of this passing.
Yeah, exactly.
This is dead on arrival, Farron.
Yeah.
Okay? And it shouldn't be. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have, but all these segments are going to be posted right here on this channel in the coming week. Make sure you subscribe. I'm Mike Papantonio, and this has been America's Lawyer, where we tell you stories every week that corporate media, they won't tell you because their advertisers won't let them, or their liberal politics won't allow for it. We don't have that problem here. We aren't beholden to corporations or political parties. That should be very clear if you follow this show. Whether you like what we say or not, that is simply our mandate, and that's our mission statement. Hope to see you next time.